Welcome to the Pool Kind of Podcast, the new home for boxing. My name is Wendy, and I am your host and curator, bringing you the most honest takes on the sport I love without the bias and without the politics. The spot where we can all eat, seasoned veterans to the game and newcomers alike. So stay strapped in, subscribe, wrap those hands right, give us 5 stars, and keep that chin tucked. Tell your people about us. So who you got? The Pool Kind of Podcast. Let's go. Welcome back to the Pool Kind of Podcast. Appreciate y'all joining us again. My name is Wendy, and I am here with my co-host Brandon. Brandon, say what's up to the people.
What's up, people? We back.
Hey, yes, we are back. It wasn't that much of a delay this time. Not really. There's definitely been a lot that's gone on in the industry of the business that we like to call boxing. All right, and we're going to start off with a few recaps for y'all like we always do. The first one is going to be Mario Barrios. All right. He had a fight against a Fabian Maidana. And if y'all remember that or recognize that last name, he's the younger brother of Marcos Maidana. All right. Probably not as much of an imposing figure in the sport, but serviceable fighter. That's what I call him. Would you call him serviceable?
Yeah,
I mean, at least.
He was tough.
Okay.
Yeah, he was tough.
How did you feel about the fight?
So I like the way that Mario Barrios came out. He definitely looks like he's more comfortable at 147 now, for sure. It's like his second or third fight there.
Right.
He actually dropped Maidana early in the fight, and I thought he was going to get him out of there. Barrios had a issue with his eye that I think kind of stopped him from pressing the action. I also thought that Mario Barrios thought that Maidana would be more aggressive. Just his fighting style, he kind of was like boxing and moving, which I thought was a little different. And he looked like he was a little bit afraid to engage after going down. So it gave Barrios, I think, a tougher fight than he anticipated, just because the style of it. Normally, Barrios is the boxer where he's countering, things of that nature. Yeah. And just the way that Maidana was fighting after he got knocked down. Right. The fight ended up going the distance. Yeah, but I liked the Mario Barrios that I'm seeing at 147. The power looks like it's there. Definitely fast. I was surprised to see his eye get as bad as it was, but
it got really bad.
It got bad.
Yeah.
Like it was bad towards the end. But overall, I think it was, of course, Mario Barrios got out of there with the win. Getting the knockdown was cool. I wanted him to stop him. That's what I was looking for.
Right. Everybody was looking for that, though. Yeah. Right? The thing with Mario Barrios, I feel like his team is trying to boost his confidence, man, get him back to where he was pre-tank. Yeah. He's one of those fighters where he had a lot of promise, and I don't think, as far as his career, salute to him, he's not living up to where they thought he can be.
Sure.
I think they see a ceiling. This is why they're trying to boost his confidence right now by getting him in there with guys that he's supposed to knock out early.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, we didn't see that.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see who they get him in there with next, especially you talking about at 147. And he is a bigger
147 is kind of open right now.
It is. That's what I'm saying. It is. How tall is he again? He's 5'11", 6 foot?
Yeah, around that range. About 5'11", 6 foot.
We'll see. I really want to see who they get him in there with next.
Yeah. Gotta let that eye heal up.
Right. But the fact that he needs the confidence boost, especially after not taking out a guy that you're supposed to take out, I wonder where he's at now. But that's something that I guess remains to be seen. But I say that to say, as far as Mario Barrios goes, bro, I'm not going to front. I haven't been impressed with him since prior to the Tank fight.
Yeah, the Ugas victory was good, but that was a beat-up Ugas.
Yes, it was.
But yeah, I get what you're saying. He's been in tough, but he hasn't come out on the other side being victorious with those. Right. And it's like, how many kudos can you get for just being a tough guy, right? But he's pretty skillful, and I really like his boxing technique, especially in regards to being like a Mexican fighter. He doesn't have the prerequisite style of just coming forward and kind of just taking punches. He got a little bit of juice to him, a little bit of swagger to him, right? A little bit. And I can appreciate that. He's got a little bit of depth to him, but
he comes in with a few advantages right away, right? That height,
but he uses it.
Class. He definitely uses it. He could use it a little better. Yeah. Though. I think as far as he goes, he can jab a little more.
Yeah,
that's jab a little more, fight a little better laterally. I don't think he does that well of a job moving side to side, but
I don't know how good his feet are like that, but
right. So unless you got anything else for that fight, I'm good on that one.
No, I would just say going forward, because I know that they did mention it for Boots. I don't want to see him in there with Boots yet.
Nah.
But because 147 is so open, Stanionis also fought on the card, so we could see him in there with Stanionis.
I wonder if they seen enough to feel comfortable though.
Right. You know Styles make fights though. Stanionis coming forward, coming right at him. That'd be a good fight.
I don't think he's a crazy, as far as Barrios, I don't think he's a crazy counterpuncher though, man. Like usually guys who come forward a lot, like counterpunchers love that.
Yeah, they love that. Make them miss, all that type of stuff, right?
Right, more opportunities.
Right.
More opportunities. So I'll leave it at this. Let's see what they set him up with next.
Yeah.
Let's see how it goes. As you said, Styles make fights. So we could see a different Barrios next fight, or a more aggressive or more skillful. Who knows? All right, so next fight. I think more people are interested in this one. This is the Canelo Jaime Munguia fight.
Yeah.
All right. Man. Where can I start with Canelo, man?
This is the thing I'm gonna say that resonated with me is that you talked about the respect factor that Munguia was showing to Canelo. And I think that thank
you, Mr. Canelo. Thank you, Mr. Canelo.
I think that did show itself in the fight. I do want to give Munguia a shout out in regards to just his like overall stamina and toughness, because he took some shots, and I felt like throughout the fight he did kind of you could see he was getting tired. He got his second win, and he was trying.
But we all know he ain't belonging there. Hey, with all due respect to him, man, he seems like a nice guy.
Yeah,
he ain't belonging there. He ain't never belonging there with Canelo. And people keep trying to compare him, and I know it's the promoters and stuff. They're trying to compare him to Canelo when he was in there with Mayweather.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
It ain't the same, bro. That ain't what this is.
No,
that ain't what this is. You know, but. He fought a valiant fight. He made a good effort.
Tough as
hell.
He's
a tough guy.
He took some shots.
I thought it was going to be over early.
Yeah, he took some shots.
And I think Canelo revealed a formula to beating him. He ain't like them body shots.
No, he didn't.
He did not like those body shots. And I never really saw him make Canelo uncomfortable. Like, really uncomfortable. I don't think He tried. He had his little moments where going to Canelo's body, but that's not gonna. That ain't gonna work for you, bro.
Yeah, he
that ain't
tried.
Gonna work. But Canelo kind of like, I think opened up a formula, man, and it's really classic, you know, up and down, body, head, body.
Yeah, like, Canelo's left hook is thing of beauty, bro.
That was amazing, man. I just need him to fight the guys he should be fighting. Like, I mean, I'm not the only one saying this. You're not the only one saying this. It's the whole boxing community. You got Benavidez crying. Like, they over here locking eyes at the end of the fight. Like, please,
he
man,
wants
what's
that fight
up?
so
Come on,
bad.
you gonna fight me, bro? Like, can you give me that package, that nice stimulus you giving everybody?
Yeah, he wants that fight so bad.
Let me ask you this. How did you feel about Canelo literally saying out his own mouth, I like him. I'm fighting him. I fought him because he's cool. He showed me respect the whole time.
I was gonna say, I feel like Canelo thinks he's doing like reparations at this point.
You think so?
Yeah, like he feels like he's giving out checks, right? So it's only to people that he likes and respects.
He likes people that respect and kiss his butt.
I saw prior to, I don't know if it was coming or leaving, but I did see Berlanga in the hallway give him that shake up, and they had a mutual respect thing. And I think that fight is gonna be next.
Right.
So you got to give Canelo his respect, or you ain't fighting. Absolutely. You ain't getting no checks.
And I think Canelo carries himself in a very respectable way.
Yeah.
So guys just got to respect. And I mean, we don't know him personally, but he seems to carry himself in a way that demands respect. I mean, he don't look outrageous or do no crazy stuff. He's super professional.
Yeah.
But we just need him to fight the people we want him to fight.
I could tell he means that, because. You know, when he had that like language mishap with Caleb Plant, he thought he was disrespecting him. Yeah. He really felt like he was disrespected. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you could see that like honor and respect really matters.
That. I like that.
Yeah, it really matters to Canelo. But it's like, damn, bro, we really want to see you fight Benavidez. Fight Benavidez because he said some foul things. Him and his dad, you know, was really talking about you. Let's see if we can get a fight out of that. But that's really what I want to see.
Canelo's the one that'll punish you. Yo, I'm not gonna give you that stimulus you want now.
That's a fact.
Like, you ain't like he said with Jaime, he's been respectful the whole time. And you see Berlanga trying to do that, but it's not as, come on, Berlanga, we know how you get down, man.
Yeah,
you know that,
he's trying though. He really wants to get that fight.
He is, but it's a stimulus. Like you said, reparations, right?
It's life changing, bro. Life changing money, dog.
Yeah, but I'm not sure there's much more to say about that fight, bro.
Yeah, other than Canelo, I think Canelo, I'm questioning now.
What's up?
Either Canelo, did you not have that extra level to go to step on the gas and get him out of there? I saw you standing up in the corner the entire time, so you weren't tired.
Right.
You weren't
tired.
That was
a statement. That was a statement.
So I appreciate that.
Right.
But do you not have that next level to really push it to get him out of there, or did you hold your fellow Mexican countryman up and did you not want to finish him? Because I feel like you could have got a stoppage, bro.
So yes, that I've heard this. Like you've heard some rumblings of like, yo, did Canelo carry him on purpose? Like, is it kind of like that little level of respect? Like, I don't want to have you look like that because I want you to carry the Mexican flag,
right?
That's very possible, dog. This is a business at the end of the day.
It's a fight business. It's a fight business, and I think as a business, I mean, everybody loves knockouts. Women, chicks dig the long ball. People love home runs, threes, knockouts,
right.
touchdowns, right. Absolutely. So if you're Canelo, stop him.
I feel like Canelo's at that point now where he knows he's him.
Yeah,
he don't really need to do nothing. Yeah. You see how much we've been begging him to fight the people that'll be a challenge, and remember when he was trying to fight Baku or whatever his name is, Baka. Like Canelo don't care anymore.
The cruiserweight.
Yo, Canelo don't care.
That was
anymore.
comedy.
He don't care.
That was comedy. But just on the fight wise, man, Canelo's skills still are very impressive. Very impressive because he was for most of that fight he was within range, and Munguia has a lot of volume, and I was just very impressed still with his defense, with his ability to, just slight movements. Canelo's not at this age gonna be dancing around you, but the very slight movements, the slight turns, just the real nuanced stuff.
He rolls with punches better than anybody in boxing right now. The only person I think, just off the top of my head right now, obviously Floyd, but Pernell, just how he boots is amazing. Oh my,
poetry.
How he rolls.
Poetry.
Oh. And then it's funny, you try to see the less skilled guys try to do it, and it's just like, nah, bro, you're getting hit.
Don't hurt yourself.
Don't hurt yourself.
Yeah, but just Canelo being within range and not really being in range, and just the small tricks of the trade that he has.
Beautiful
work.
I give him that. Yeah, absolutely. Canelo's still one of the greatest in the sport. Yeah. And, he deserves to be able to do what he does because this is, like I said, the fight sport. It's very hard. It's demanding. He's been doing it since he was a kid. So I'm not going to say he don't deserve it, but us as fight fans,
for sure,
want to see what we want to see.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But maybe one day he'll fight Benavidez. He said something about, I need 200 million?
Yeah.
All right.
Back up the Brinks truck.
All right. All right. You seen what happened when Isaiah Thomas said that, though?
Yeah, money never came.
Never came.
Never came.
All right, he'll be remiss if Benavidez goes up and like makes a name for himself in the new division,
clears out the division,
clears it out, unifies, and so
you really look like the guy that was scared.
Like if he really lives up to the Mexican monster name, El Monstro, how they call him. Damn, that was a good role. I wrote that. All right, that was nice. All right. But yeah. But hey,
you from Guadalajara?
No. Hey. All right. So moving on from that fight to another fight. Right. This one, y'all had to like get up real early for this one. Yeah. Depending on where y'all at, I'm sure not everybody's in Florida or the East Coast of the U.S. But it was Inoue versus Luis Neri.
The real monster.
The Japanese monster.
Yeah.
And I'm questioning whether he's really the monster now, dog. Because something happened in that fight.
For sure. Let's talk about it.
That knockdown was crazy. What was that, round 3 or round 2? What was that?
That was early. Yeah, it was early.
It was around there, but wow. That showed me some leakage in his game.
It did show leakage, right?
When he throws and opens a little bit.
Yeah, it did show leakage, but I also think there's a human element that people love with fighters like this.
That's fair.
And I want to touch on that a little bit. It's like people, a lot of people that I talk to, whether you're locked in on boxing or you're a novice fan, whatever the case may be. So there's people that love Pacquiao more than they like Floyd just because he feels more human, right? Like there are flaws. We've seen him get up off the canvas and get knocked down, right? I was talking to one of my buddies who's an Inoue fan who's not really like a super big boxing fan. Yeah. He fucking loved it.
Well, the guy is super exciting and he's very, very good.
He fucking loved it. He's like, you saw him get dropped, but you saw what he did right after. Yeah. Like, and then I'm like, okay, like I can see how the human side of that is like, we're all flawed. Sure. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost cool that he's not perfect.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
You feel what I'm saying? But I see the boxing eye in you like, oh, there's holes.
Bingo. Yeah. And to me, to be called the monster, like young Triple G deserves that monster moniker. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't never seen you get hurt for real, bro. Yeah. Like, that's a monster.
For sure.
Like, you ain't really have holes in your game like that. You know what I mean? Like,
that's boogeyman type shit.
Young, what's his name? Andre Ward beat him. Questionable the first time. Then again, AK
Kovalev. Yeah.
Kovalev. Monster. Killed somebody.
For a long time.
We're not endorsing that, but I'm just saying it happened, right?
Right. The long time in his career.
Yeah, to get dropped like this by somebody, Luis Neri's not bad.
Yeah, Neri does have power.
And that's the second time he got beat up in the
Donaire fight.
Donaire fight.
Yeah.
I don't think he got dropped that fight. Did he get dropped that fight?
I'm
struggling to remember.
I gotta go back and look, but it was a war though.
That was a war.
Yeah,
the first fight.
Got touched up. Both of them did. Yeah, there was a war.
That was a war, man. Shout out to Donaire, man, the legend.
Yeah.
But for me, when you say monster, that means something different. Though.
Yeah.
That don't mean you getting knocked down. That don't mean you getting beat up.
The knockdown was quick. I like the adjustments though.
A little more power. Yeah. That would have been night.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, he was vulnerable. He caught him in a vulnerable position, and Neri does crack.
Good, better at counterpunching than I thought. Yeah, that was nicely placed, perfectly timed. Bro.
I think he threw Inoue off a little bit by coming forward and being so aggressive early.
Yeah. That was very interesting. It was interesting to see those holes because I hadn't seen those holes, especially against a fighter like Neri. Like Donaire, it's to be expected. He's one of the greatest of all time. You know what I'm saying? So it was very interesting to see that, but. He got the hell up and did what he had to do.
He did.
What he had to do.
One thing I appreciated about Inoue too is like the style which he was fighting. A lot of people when you fight somebody who's southpaw, I think you have to go to a certain side. You have to get your inside foot outside of theirs, things of that nature. He was moving a lot to his right, kind of moving to Neri's power hand, which is why he got hurt.
Right.
But ultimately was still able to close the fight out, moving that way, and was getting like right and left hooks off with it.
That was Neri's left hook, wasn't it?
It was the left hand. Yeah, he was moving towards the power hand. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so he was still moving towards that power hand, and
he was just within the wrong range.
Yeah,
though. That's really it.
Yeah, but I just like when he was able to execute and get his offense off. Yeah. Without doing some of the prototypical textbook things that they say you have to do against a southpaw.
Super athletic.
He's so athletic.
Yeah,
he's so fast.
He can get away with that.
He's so twitchy. He's so powerful for his size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still want him to fight a few more of us over here.
Oh, for sure.
A few more American guys. I want to see him. He's only in America once. I want to see him back.
You think he comes over here?
He's such a rock star over there, and we still love him here. So it's kind of like no reason.
50,000.
It's kind of like Cambosis in Australia.
50,000.
Yeah, I know.
It's football numbers,
exactly.
Bro.
For you.
50,000 seats. For boxing, them people in the top seats, he probably look like an ant. You know what I'm saying? You got 50,000 in there, like that's.
Yeah,
I think every day, when he challenges more American fighters, everybody's gonna take that risk and go over there.
You have to because
the pay is there. We got 50,000 people watching you, and we're tuning in America. Like the money's there.
Right,
he's the draw there for sure.
I completely agree, bro. Like,
there's probably one or two fighters that could do 50,000 here.
Yeah, maybe one.
You know what I'm saying?
One or two. You might be right.
50,000,
but he's a rock star over there.
He's
a rock star, man. And I can see it opening up for him too.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be a matter of whether which big fighter from here is actually gonna want to take that risk.
Yeah.
Like we seen one guy do it, but we're not gonna call Cool Boy like he wasn't like top of the top as far as popularity. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna do that to him. Salute to him though. But I want to see one of the top guys. Only one that makes sense is Tank.
Yeah, I don't know.
At a catch weight.
I don't know. I'll be interested to see what the weight will be because there's still 13 pounds different.
That's a big difference.
It's a big difference, dog.
Who else though? Who else?
Big difference.
Because I'm just trying to think of like a mega fight for him. There's nobody at that size right now. How about
maybe like Ray Ford?
Ray Ford.
Maybe Ray Ford.
But he ain't. That ain't not yet.
Yeah, not yet for Ray Ford.
I mean, we'll see. Inoue's not that old. I mean,
yeah, maybe Ray Ford.
How old is Inoue? How old is he?
I want to say he's like 27 or something like that.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. Okay. So there's still some time. I mean, all right.
Yeah, you're a bad dude though, man.
He's bad. I get
bad
salute.
dude. But like you said, definitely flaws. But I almost feel like that makes him more human, dog. He's almost like Superman.
True.
Like, with kryptonite. You feel what I'm saying? Like
true. But how many of your best looked like that before? How many of your best caught a straight like that?
Yeah, not like that.
Like you know what I mean?
Yeah, not like that.
Tank can't get hit like
that. That's what I'm saying. It gave me Pacquiao type vibes.
That's late Pacquiao though, bro.
But even early Pacquiao was flawed though. His defense was flawed. He was in wars. It wasn't
but we ain't see him like that.
Yeah,
we ain't see a war like the Donaire fight.
Yeah,
not really.
Marquez. I mean, yeah.
That was how many did they have? 4? That was 4, right?
Yeah, they fought 4 times.
Man. I love Inoue's fight game. I just want to see a little more. Want to see a little more. That's it. Call me a selfish boxing fan.
Nah, for sure.
You know what I mean? I just want to see a little more, man.
Wanting them to be complete. I dig it.
Yeah,
super talented guy, though.
Yeah, exactly. Super talented. Salute to him.
And I appreciate his activeness, dog. A lot of these guys that we love aren't active enough.
That's a fact.
I appreciate bro being active.
These guys is making too much money over
every time we look up, bro, fighting, man. I appreciate that. At a weird time.
3 months?
Yeah.
I think he's fighting like once a quarter now, right?
I appreciate it.
Salute.
Yeah.
I just wish they could like simulcast at a normal time. Like, you know what I mean? I'll watch it if y'all put it on at 8 p.m. I mean, the next day
I was going into work like,
yo, right. I don't know, man. But I think that's it for recaps. Unless I'm missing something, I think that's it.
Those are the main ones.
Yeah,
sure.
as far as the main ones. We ain't go, hey, it's a boxing fight going on right now. Is this boxing every day? Multiple? Nah, we ain't covering everything, bro. All right, but let's move right along, bro. We're out of recaps. I wanted to talk to you about one guy right now that's still in the news. He's still kind of on his victory tour, so to speak.
Yeah.
It's been a little marred with allegations, I should say, of PED usage. And that's Ryan Garcia, bro. We made a dope episode about him.
King Rye, man. Fight, man. Yeah.
King Rye. But damn.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? Like, damn. What do you think about this whole situation, bro?
Bro, just the PED cloud over huge fights just hurts the sport, dog.
What's another huge fight that had accusations or allegations or tainted tests? I don't know one. Like off the top of my head, like this year?
Nah, not this year. Reason why I say that in particular is just like this fight and Ryan Garcia bring like crowds of that aren't boxing fans.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? I agree. It brings like he's almost like a YouTuber where it literally
he is a YouTuber.
Where it literally brings women and kids, and he's a star, bro.
Yeah, he's a star.
So it's like, bro, victories where we're questioning the outcome.
It doesn't look good for boxing.
I hate it, bro.
But as far as safety for the sport,
oh yeah, so dangerous, dog. So dangerous.
And I feel like personally, what this does to the sport, if there isn't, because from my perspective, obviously something new can come out. But from what I understand it now, there were 2 different substances found. A B test for the second substance showed up negative. Yeah. Right. But there's still that first substance that came through on both A and B samples. That's the ostarine. And for you guys out there, if you don't know what ostarine is, it's a chemical compound that actually tricks the neuroreceptors in your brain to cause for faster muscle growth. All right. So it tricks your body into growing muscles faster.
Right.
All right. So from my perspective, if I'm analyzing with the information I have now, obviously there's more that could come out. So if that's the case, they could be like, oh, he's clean the whole time and that lab is crooked and Devin Haney owns it. And, you know, if they say, hey, salute Ryan, my bad. Devin, damn. But as far as the ostarine, yes, it tricks your body into growing muscles quicker. And now if you think about Ryan Garcia on the scale, from what I understand about science and, you know, biology and the body and all that, muscle weighs a little more than fat.
Yeah.
All right. So to me, it kind of makes sense why Ryan had such a hard time dropping that remainder of the, you know, weight that he needed to drop.
Yeah, he claims he could never make 140.
That's what he says, but he did make 140 before.
At some point, for sure.
So we've seen it. Right?
Yeah.
And it also, for me, makes sense why was so confident, like drinking a beer up there, fake beer, but drinking a beer up there.
Yeah, he was clowning, dog.
Also, literally, like pretty much saying he ain't even tried.
Yeah, he was taking light of the whole situation.
So confident that he supposedly put $2 million on himself.
Yeah,
it kind of makes sense.
It puts a cloud. It puts a cloud over everything. We got to see that B sample come back, man. Like all the way. I know there's like early findings.
We got to give it some. We got to give it some
time.
But how? Like we need to like change what we. There needs to be some kind of committee in place, bro. Like
boxing needs a general, like
you can't
a chairman or like a.
I don't even think that's possible in the sport, bro. It's too old.
They need a Roger Goodell.
They need something.
They need a vice president.
Somebody needs to be kind of like a Roger Goodell for the major belts, at least. Or there needs to be some kind of a better situation. Maybe if Vada's not the trusted one that y'all want to go with, maybe we can use somebody else.
Yeah, I mean, they had USADA.
What happened to USADA? Because I know Floyd used to use USADA back in the day.
Yeah, they used to have USADA.
But I just think VADA maybe gave the organizations a better deal or something. Maybe priced them out. Who knows? But to take a test right away, to take the samples, but then have to require 10 to 15 days to get the samples back. The fight's over. I done made my money.
Yeah,
like I
could have heard to kill somebody already.
It's possible. You
got
Devin on ESPN, man, and we'll kind of we can touch that now. Essentially saying that he's so distraught about it that he can only he's thinking about doing something around which to me is kind of wild, and it's kind of sad to see, but it's like, damn, I
can see where you're coming from.
I can absolutely see where he's coming from, but
especially imagine if
let's wait a little bit.
This somebody I grew up knowing, whether we're homies or not, bro, you done known me since we was a kid, you gonna fight me and cheat, and you know what I mean? You could hurt me for real. This ain't, you can't play boxing.
Well, we just saw somebody die in the ring.
Yeah, you can't play boxing. So I understand that side of it. Yeah. I did hate the interview though. I'm like, why did he get up? Why did he get up there and just do that right now? And
I doubt he called ESPN. I'm sure they called him for an exclusive.
Man,
yo, is your chin good? You ready? Can you talk?
We talk
is it wired or what?
We talk about people needing some type of coach or somebody to talk to, a publicist, something all the time.
Yeah.
Oh man, somebody takes your phone. At that point, bro, don't let Devin go up there and do that right there. Yeah. Still, Devin, he looked crazy. His face still looked a little puffy.
Crazy. Devin is his own manager, his own promoter. I doubt he has PR. I think he's his own PR too.
Come on, dog. I just hated that, man. I hate that for him. I hate this whole situation for him.
I would have preferred to see Bill Haney up there, though.
Yeah, I don't want to see Bill either for a minute. I think they need to just chill, get all the way back together. I saw Bill was talking right after the fight.
Yeah,
I respect it because he talks all the time, so he wasn't trying to hide, which I can respect that.
Right.
But I want to see Devin come back full force. And I just don't like people in moments of looking weak. People that I look to, man, Devin's a strong young black fighter, man. I don't want to see him up there looking weak and almost looking like he was I heard that he wants to get the fight thrown out and all that stuff.
Yeah.
If Ryan does test positive, I'm with you. But I just don't like when he looks weak right now.
He does.
Right? Losing is one thing.
Losing in that fashion.
Yeah.
It I think we talked about it the last episode. It felt like Errol Spence. Not as brutal. Yeah. But it kind of felt like that. We saw somebody get a piece of him, like somebody said before. I heard this from somebody, but a piece of him was left in
that ring. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I could see that, but also see how Errol stayed away for a little bit.
Yeah,
sharpened up, went on vacation. Yeah. Let his hair grow. Devin, we need you to,
right.
Get all the way right, man. I don't want to see you. Your chin still look a little funny. You know what I mean? You don't look all the way like yourself. I don't want to see you up there looking weak.
It's not a good look.
And it kind of, to me, it gave the appearance of I'm running to the public. Look, you see?
Yeah.
You see? I don't like that.
I would wait a little more. I would hire somebody to, you know what I mean? To speak on my behalf. But I mentioned this to somebody earlier, bro. I think earlier this week sometime, but Devin's one of those type of characters that the industry of boxing don't want to see you win, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not speaking to his skill level, not speaking to anything like that, but speaking to the business. The business of boxing, bro. Promoters have been a part of the sport forever. Mm-hmm. Managers and all that. You can't come in as some little snotty-nosed 16-year-old talking about I want to be my own manager. Yeah. I want to be my own promoter.
Devin don't work for nobody. He works in conjunction with people, and they don't like that.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they don't like that.
So that's an interesting component I think nobody is talking about as far as this whole situation goes. They rooting for you to lose, young black man.
Yeah.
That's kind of just a fact.
To be able to show other fighters, you see, you need me.
You need me. Yeah, I could have helped out if you were. Yeah, I could have helped out. But it's very interesting, and it's one of those situations where we unfortunately have to wait.
Yeah.
I mean, at least a little longer, like you said, to wait for samples to come back, to wait to see what the governing bodies are going to decide to do. But if, in fact, like you mentioned, he was dirty. It has to be something stiff, bro.
Yeah, we need a ban. We need all type of stuff.
Because you got to dissuade the younger guys. Because at this point, if I'm a younger cat, let me get some of that Oster. Let me
cheat to get where he's at. Because Ryan lives beautifully.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
Yeah.
So we'll see. It's kind of a waiting game right now. So
what'd you think about him and Errol going back and forth this week?
I didn't like it for Errol.
Said he'll fight Errol at 160.
Bro, I didn't like it
Bro,
for Errol.
Ryan really is funny for
He's
boxing.
wild. He's very funny. But it almost felt like, damn, Errol don't really like
picking and choosing who you beefing with.
Well, he has the attachment with coach. His coach right now, and Errol has beef with the coach. He got some new coach now. I'm like, oh, we'll see, bro.
Yeah.
But I didn't like seeing it at all. Like you said with Devin, like, yo, chill. Like, Errol should chill. Like, last time we saw you wasn't good, so I don't want to see you talk tough. I don't want to see you. You should come in
Don't be
like
distracted.
Nah, come in like, yeah, exactly. But come in like, yo, serious, bro. You got something on your plate, bro. Eat
I'm
that
here to
first.
handle business. Yeah,
Don't be
sure.
you going back and forth with Ryan talking tough. Like, we saw, like, all due respect, bro, it was tough seeing what happened to Errol, man. Like, we don't need to, like, don't worry about Ryan Garcia.
Yeah, it's tough.
Worry about what's in front of you. Finish that on your plate. Maybe 2 to 3 more fights. If you know what I mean, somewhere in there, try to get Bud if he ever decides to come back down, because he talking about going up and fighting Canelo now and fighting Benavidez and all this kind of stuff. So
big dog shit.
So hey, I didn't like it, to answer your question. Okay, so I was just about to ask.
I didn't like it either, but it's so Ryan's just so damn.
He's
funny,
hilarious.
Man. He's so damn.
But
funny.
that's why he had. We talked about the look and all that, the Clark Kent little swirl, and he's funny.
Personality wise, he's so good for boxing.
It's great.
Dog.
It's great for online. You know what I mean, you like that song, right? I know you downloaded it, right?
No.
Your ringtone was playing earlier.
Don't do me like that.
I ain't never. It was probably Ryan's phone. Ryan, that was your phone? Oh, okay. All right, man. So moving on from that, man, because I don't even know at this point with just to put a cap on the Garcia PED situation, like, it would make sense if he was taking PEDs. I wouldn't be surprised, and so, like you said, punishment should be fitting.
I want him to be clean.
I want him to be clean. Yes.
Because the momentum that he's got, bro. We need more Ryan Garcia. We need somebody that's fearlessly just challenging it, whoever, whenever, and ready to fight whoever, and being funny about it and promoting the sport and bringing it to newer crowds. So boxing needs Ryan.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, boxing needs Ryan.
Right.
But
all right,
don't cheat, bro.
Nah, we don't need that.
Shit is lame.
All right, so moving on. All right, another guy that and I'll start with this part of his segment or whatnot, man. Javante, man, Tank, man, what are you doing?
We in a promotion business right now.
He is, but even prior to that, because we just got finished with Ryan Garcia, so I got to bring this part up because I'm not sure we brought it up last episode. But when you have Tank talking about Ryan, you can have my phone number now. Did we bring that up already?
That's funny, dog. That's so funny.
You can
Ryan,
have my number. What are you talking about, bro?
I think the funny thing about that is all these guys want to be Tank's friend.
It's weird.
Yeah, that's funny.
It's weird, man.
That's funny.
I don't know. I didn't like that.
Yeah.
But now that I'm talking about Tank, man, we got the Floyd situation, bro.
Yeah.
I hate to see that, bro. I hate to see it. I don't like to see it.
It's like
I don't like to see it at all.
It's like when Bad Boy broke up.
That's what it feels like.
You know what I mean?
No Diddy, he says. Yeah.
It's like when Bad Boy broke up.
Yeah, bro. I don't like this at all. And it's weird because Tank almost seems kind of like a petulant child a little bit in a lot of different ways, because this is a guy he's had issues with on and off for years.
Yeah.
Like him and Floyd kind of have had like in and outs for years now.
Yeah.
Like we good now, but in a month or two we off.
Do you think it's a Floyd thing?
I do think it's a Floyd thing. That's why I was leading. See, you read my mind. That's what I was leading to.
And I love Floyd Mayweather so much, like almost like an idol. Yeah, almost like as you know, I'm gonna be honest. Like I looked up to him, like man, he was like the GOAT, bro. Right. Like you know what I mean. But it's like then you see people's like actual personalities and character flaws, and it's like It almost seems like Floyd only wants to see these young guys win, but so much.
Yeah, because he's super competitive. It's like Jordan a little bit. Like, yo, I'm not going to just coach or be on the Wizards. Like, I want to demolish you and show you I still got. I want to destroy your, like Kwame Brown. I want to break down your, you know what I mean?
Like, I give you some praise. I give you some rope, but only but so much, though. You know? Like, he often has to remind, but I'm still the best ever, and they still ain't broke these records and stuff like that. And it's like you never give the young guys their all the way just due. They're always just okay little fighters or stuff like that. And it's like, man, like, sometimes the real way to show that you're the big guy is just to move out the way sometimes and get those guys
Andre Ward.
Yeah, get those guys their flowers. And it seems like I heard guys like AB bring it up. multiple different guys just be like, man, he don't want to get out the way all the way.
What I will say, just to shoot, let me just shoot Floyd a little bell, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot him a little bell, bro. Some of these guys you talk about character flaws. Some of these guys have their issues as well.
Oh, for sure.
AB, I mean, at a point,
far from perfect.
AB at a point was like the other AB. You know which AB I'm talking about.
CTE.
Yeah, CTE AB. So it's like you got personal responsibility as well.
Yeah.
Like there's rumors that Ryan Garcia put out about Tank Davis, and if those are true, it makes a lot of sense. I don't know if they're true, but Ryan Garcia put out there, and y'all already seen it, so this is nothing breaking. But he put out that Tank actually had some kind of relation or intimacy or whatever with Floyd's daughter, one of Floyd's daughters.
Yeah.
That's what Ryan Garcia said. Okay.
Yeah.
And since I didn't get a response, I didn't see a response from Floyd anywhere. And she's a grown adult.
Yeah, she's grown. So.
You know what I mean? And we've seen Floyd go back and forth. Well, not really with NBA Youngboy, but we've seen that whole scenario. I mean, so it's not far-fetched.
No, not at all.
So, again, talking like, as far as character flaws, if that's the case, I get why Floyd and you ain't on the same page.
Ain't all the way close like you should.
I completely understand from that perspective. But, again, that's, I think, an allegation. So,
yeah.
It's one of those things where, hey,
it just looks funny to me a little bit. It does on the outside.
I agree.
Like, come on, man.
I agree, bro. All right. What's funny? What looks funny on the outside right now for me is Clarissa Shields and Tank going at it. I don't like that at all, bro. I don't like that at all. Like he's calling her a dog. She's calling him little man, and I'm like, this is weird, bro.
It's so weird.
And these are like the perfect people to go back and forth because they beef with everybody.
Yeah, Clarissa stay into it with a lot of men.
Yeah,
She's
just anybody. She's
into it with whoever. Yeah, but I her and Keith Thurman have this weird thing, and it seems like Keith Thurman's like a relaxed dude for the most part.
Well, boxing can be a community. Certain fighters, they're in the gym together, they're hanging out, they like each other, they go to the same clubs, they party and all that kind of stuff. Clarissa inherited that from the other guys. Mm-hmm. She inherited that from Spence having issues with Thurman. Like she inherited that from the era where guys were complaining. But guys were complaining about Thurman for a while. Like, yo, he like holding that belt. He ain't trying to fight. He don't want to see none of us young guys come and take that. Like, so she inherited that beef from that era, and that had nothing to do with her.
Yeah, and I think she ran into Gervonta off of like Devin Haney stuff.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I agree. So she don't got nothing to do with these things. Yeah. She's inheriting beef. And it has nothing to do with her side of the sport.
I respect her standing up for herself though, because he did try to get her with the pit, let's say like a pit bull or
that
something.
That was rough. And then she came back the next day looking good. I was like, look at you, girl. Go ahead. You looking good. Yeah. But it's very interesting. It's one of those things where it's kind of like sidebar entertainment because obviously we know nothing's going to come from this.
So funny.
It's funny. It's so funny. They both go back and forth. It's hilarious. Yeah. So, part of me hates to see it, but part of me loves to see it as well. It's entertainment.
I need Clarissa fighting soon though. She's been doing a lot of talking as well.
Well, she just had her MMA fight a month and a half ago, something like that.
I need her back in the ring.
I agree.
I don't know nobody that watched that.
Was it on like YouTube's live stream or something? Facebook?
I don't know nobody Facebook that watched that. So we need to see her back in the ring.
Yeah. I don't think there's any excitement for the MMA side of her career.
I mean, maybe she can make it to the UFC, but wherever she's fighting at now, the fights are hard to watch, and she's not fighting no comp. Like
the UFC don't want her.
One foot out, one foot in, or you know what I mean. You can't be 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Like you know what I mean. You got to stand on business. If you're gonna be boxing, you're gonna be doing MMA. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You can't be.
Okay. You're giving it up today.
You can't be half stepping, bro. Okay. Like because what are you doing? The boxing fans can't get all the way behind you. I don't know the last time I seen her.
Outside of like beef with Keith,
you know what I'm saying? Like I like in the ring.
Yeah.
You know, like what are you doing?
Alicia Baumgartner beef, now Tank beef. Like,
are you Ronda Rousey or are you Layla Ali?
Yikes! I don't know, man. All right, man. I hope she gets it together.
Nah, for sure.
And like you just said, I really want to see her back.
I think the talking is good for boxing. It's funny. I do hate when our guys break down the young black women and try to, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not the biggest fan of that.
It's tough, because you were supporting black women last episode.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of that, but the back and forth is funny though.
It's funny. That's why I said I hate it, but I love it.
Don't you be killing her appearances stuff. It's tough, bro.
Like she's pretty,
right? She ain't. You're right. You're right. She's beautiful. She's not Alicia though. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. Is
we
like,
know that.
Yeah, so it's
Dude,
like
that's just being objective.
Yeah, it's like you don't have to always bring that up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I mean?
And Tank is just nasty with
Yo,
it, bro.
dog,
Like,
so funny, dog. He's so funny.
Yikes. All right, so obviously we're gonna keep an eye on that whole situation, but
Right.
just to slide up, man, because if y'all ain't noticed a trend, a lot of these are attached to Tank. A lot of these situations are attached to Tank, so we're not done yet. All right, Tank had a situation with Haney, a run-in, I believe.
Yeah,
in
Tank
Vegas.
takes Vegas, man. Yeah, he was on a tear in Vegas. He was on a tear in Vegas.
Well, what were they trying to do? He took a weird picture. People was talking about his purse that he had on in the picture in front of Tank's. That Hummer was crazy.
In front of Devin's car, yeah.
That car was crazy. I think it might have been the Mercedes. Well, whatever. It's not
like
a car show.
like a big G wagon or something.
Crazy.
Yeah.
But. Haney making money for real. That promoter stuff. Being your own promoter is the key.
That boy having his way.
Sheesh. All right, so that whole situation seemed quick and short.
Yeah.
I wish the video was a little longer, but whoever was sneaking that camera, they got scared when Tank turned around. So we didn't get much from that. But man, Tank is moving, and he ain't got a fight with Haney. So it's like maybe we can call it promoting, or maybe we can just call it him. I don't know.
Yeah, they left him loose in Vegas, and he was just doing his thing.
Right. Do you think it was a situation where he just didn't like how he was treated by maybe an establishment security? That's why he thinks like, oh, I'm not bringing money to Vegas, or like he's just smelling himself. Like, is it that situation?
I think the Vegas thing has to do with like Floyd, to be honest. Floyd's like the mayor of Vegas, and has been contributing so much money to their economy for so long.
But he just started talking about it after this past weekend, though.
Yeah.
The Floyd stuff was going on already.
Yeah, but I think originally the fight was set up for something in Texas.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, originally I think the fight was set up for something in Texas, and the date got moved one time for like Beyonce or something, and now they're having some issues, so now then it's like a Vegas thing. Okay. So that's when I think the Vegas thing was broached. Like he's like, I'm not really trying to. That's not really what's on my plate, because the whole Floyd in Vegas, Devin lives in Vegas. It's like he's almost like he's going to their territory type. I mean, thing.
Texas makes sense just because Frank Martin. That's the home base for boxing for him, and Tank could sell out anywhere pretty much.
Yeah, and Texas has a huge Mexican crowd. He's already fought Isaac Pitbull Cruz. Yeah. So those fans will be there, and there's a lot of black boxing fans in Texas. Right. So it's like when he went to Atlanta and sold out, or you go to those certain territories, and it's set up for boxing in a way.
Especially a star like he is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So Tank took on Vegas. Let me ask you this. Do you actually think the fight stays there? Because it's kind of like, this is too last minute, bro. Like,
it's too last minute. I think
you're gonna change the whole If I'm, I hope there's some kind of provision in there to prevent that, because I don't want to even see that hoopla. I don't want to see a chance of this fight being like
not happening.
Like not happening. You know what I mean? Like I want to see this.
We need this fight.
We need this. You ain't fighting what? They say 18 months, right?
He's had too much going on from being in jail and all different type of stuff. And his fault. And then his coach had like a little jail run in too. I think that slowed him down.
Yeah.
So it's just a bunch of just different random stuff. A lot of stuff outside of Tank's boxing life gets in the way.
Well, chaos follows you.
Yeah, 100%. That's a bar. That's a bar for life.
Chaos follows you, man.
Yeah. So.
Ooh, that might be the name of the episode. Chaos follows you. What you think, Ryan? You like it? Chaos follows you. All right.
Tank was on the tear in Vegas, man, and I love it, man. I like to see him back out there with AB.
Yeah,
I love that.
I don't, bro. I'm not gonna front. No, I don't.
This version of AB, right? I feel like it's cool when people pay homage and pay respect to those who put him in position, or put him on some game. And it's almost like he's trying back to lift up a guy that. You got to be very careful with the guy, right? But
okay, see, you a little more optimistic than I am.
I'm a grass is greener guy.
I am as well, but I'm also like I play too much chess, so I'm looking at these pieces, and I just think it's to make Floyd upset. AB's cool.
That's a side. I didn't even look at it from that view.
To make Floyd upset.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm with the guy that you don't like. We both don't like you, but and then you mentioned that AB gave him a lot. I'm not going to question that, because obviously if they're in the ring, they're in the gym, there's something transferred there. AB has been a champ. AB has been at the top of the ladder. But I've seen too many videos of what I would call, objectively, as a man looking at it, I don't know these people personally, but what I would call a bad influence coming from AB to Gervonta Davis when Floyd was just trying to keep him as the fighter and keep him disciplined and try to have him mirror his career, which was the perfect career to mirror. But then you got a guy that's AB, and that's already disgruntled at Floyd, now putting things in your young fighter's head.
Yeah, no,
you know what I'm saying? So where you think AB was a positive influence, maybe, I don't know if that was where you were going. I'm gonna go on this ledge and say AB was a negative influence for Gervonta's career, bro.
I'm gonna say this though. I think a lot of times in life you can learn things not only from your good experiences, but from your bad,
other people's mistakes.
Yeah, you see somebody bump their head and you like, shit.
Yeah,
I know the duck now. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I know the duck. you know.
Duck. Yeah, that's fair. So again, I hope this fight goes on as scheduled. It's September, right? September, is it September?
Nah, it's much sooner. I think it's a month away. Sooner? We're a month out.
It's a month out? Oh, yeah. Okay. Why did I think there's another fight in September? I'm mixing up. My fault.
Yeah, we're a month out.
Nobody's perfect, right?
Yeah.
All right, so moving on from that, man, since we're going to stay on Vegas, we saw two guys link up face-to-face in Vegas. There's a potential for them to fight, but this guy's going to be busy. That's who I was thinking about, September.
Berlanga,
yeah. Berlanga and Caleb Plant, man.
Man, shout out to Caleb Plant.
Berlanga's getting in everybody's face, bro. Like, maybe it's the New York about him that makes him think he's, like, tougher than everybody. He could just bully people. I don't know what it is, bro. Like, Caleb, Caleb don't go for that, right?
Yeah, Caleb don't take too lightly to
he
disrespect.
He ain't look intimidated
at all. Comfortable.
Very comfortable. He's like, security, chill. Nah.
Yeah, Caleb always look comfortable.
Yo.
Like, I can handle mine.
I mess with Caleb,
yeah,
man.
I like Caleb a lot.
Salute.
I like Edgar too, though.
Man, I don't know yet, man.
I feel like Edgar's trying to put himself in position.
He look like he tries a little too hard to me.
Yeah, he's trying to.
Personally, to me.
Sometimes you got to like trick yourself, right?
Do your talking. Yeah, I know, right? Do your talking in the ring, young fella. Do your talking in the ring, young fella, because since that run of like, what was it? 13 knockouts in a row or something like that. Early first round. He was on fire. Crazy. He was on fire fighting guys that got part-time jobs. Like, let's wait. Make your name for real first, man. Your name ain't for real yet. Like, and you campaigning for a payday, like for the what you call it earlier, reparations from Canelo, man. Like, come on, man. Come on, bro. I don't think you earned that yet, young fella.
Yeah,
straight up. I don't think you earned that yet.
I like that fight for both of those guys, though. Caleb Plant versus
Hell
Berlanga.
yeah, I like that.
I love that fight.
And honestly, that's a plus for Berlanga.
Yeah,
especially if he can take out Caleb Plant.
That would be, in my opinion, if I was backing up Berlanga, that would be on my radar more than a Canelo fight.
He's worried about the wrong things.
Payday, yeah.
To me, that's the wrong thing.
I'm trying to worry about your longevity.
Legacy,
I'm trying to worry about your longevity.
Yeah, exactly.
We saw them left hooks. You saw that left hook uppercut combo.
And honestly, a Canelo Munguia fight would be easier than a Canelo versus
Plant?
Berlanga.
Okay,
Canelo versus Edgar Berlanga would be easier than Canelo versus Munguia.
Yeah.
I think he would take Berlanga out easier, personally.
Yeah. Slower feet.
Yep.
Not as much upper body movement. Doesn't use his jab.
And I don't think he can take as much punishment as Munguia can.
Yeah, he was tough as hell, boy.
Tough as nails, bro. Tough as nails. So I don't even, honestly, as a boxing fan, somebody that does this stuff, I don't even want to see Berlanga fight Canelo no time soon. Personally.
Too early, personally.
That's me.
But the one thing is, man, like, just Berlanga's wild card is his power.
Yes, of course.
And
I don't think that means nothing to Canelo, though.
Yeah,
we're talking about Canelo here,
that alone, just like, oh, what if he touches him? You know what I mean?
I don't think his power will affect Canelo one bit.
Will he be able to touch him? Like we talked about, He's the
best roller I've ever seen.
Man, it's just distance so well. Was in the pocket, comfortable. Yeah.
I think that's an easy fight for Canelo. Easy fight. I think he'll stop a Berlanga with a body shot.
Out of there before 6.
I think he's out of there in 7. Or before 6. I think he's out of there. I don't think, bro, you ain't ready for Canelo. Chill.
Yeah, but Caleb Plant,
Caleb Plant's a great fight. I would love that fight. I would love, and I think I like Plant, but I think Berlanga, that's a better fight for you. Mm-hmm. That's the fight you need.
Because we have seen Plant be hurt. So.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah,
we have, and he fought Canelo. So just think, use logic. Don't be worried about the wrong thing. You fight him first. That's the perfect measuring stick. Caleb Plant already fought Canelo. Like, you fight Caleb Plant first. See how you measure up.
Yeah, and Caleb, we're not saying gatekeeper, bro. That's just the perfect fight, dog.
Respect. We done talked about how we love. You know what I mean?
Styles make fights, bro.
Bingo. Bingo.
That's perfect, bro.
Yes. And you're not calling for a rematch with Canelo, Caleb. So you know what I mean,
you gotta earn it.
Yeah. So moving right along, man. Somebody else that was holding people back from earning their way. Charlo, man. Jamal. He just had a belt, but. We talked about this months ago, bro, and I'm gonna
see it coming.
I'm gonna say I saw it coming. I'm gonna say I damn near predicted it.
Sad, bro.
It's very sad, and you heard about the chase as well. He had a high speed chase, arrested,
fleeing and eluding,
and like, bro, this is terrible. Yeah. Like, this is literally we seen the crash out live, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Like, the mental health is no game, bro.
It's a train wreck right now.
It is literally a train wreck. Like, how both of these brothers were like like legendary in the game,
Top
man.
of the
Like
game
broke records,
point.
top of the chart. Like
2 brothers holding belts at one time, and just
what a crash out, bro. I mean, one guy got a payday, kind of.
I mean, both guys have made decent money, but I mean, money ain't everything. Like
Jamel had that Canelo fight though.
Yeah, look at your like, you know, they're still in their 30s, and it's looking like
crazy.
They're losing control.
I feel bad for Jamal, man.
Yeah, losing control.
Yeah. Right.
When the Caleb Plant challenge came out, and then he kind of posted that like weird cryptic video where he was like, "Nah, Caleb, I don't got no smoke with you," and he looked sad, and it was very weird, tail tucking, and it was just I didn't like that. And then off the back of that comes the DUI, fleeing and eluding. It's like, bro, you are spiraling.
I hope he doesn't do something to himself. I don't want to speak that into existence, but like you just said, that video gave me those kind of vibes, man.
Like, man, somebody close to him, get your hands on him, pause. Please, like, get to him, get close to him. Yeah, right. This is the moment. These are the moments where you need people that love you around you. You need some love, bro.
You know what I'm saying? He needs that, bro. I'm not sure what else is going on with Buddy with Charlo and his Jamal in his life. But it's not a good sight to see.
Yeah, I think they have like an older brother. They have like another brother that's not like a twin.
Right,
so
right.
I've
seen him a few times back in the day in the corner, but you don't hear from these people.
Some family to put their arms around him, bro. Because damn,
right, somebody. But as far as him being stripped, he got stripped of the WBC belt.
Carlos Adames time.
So Carlos Adames got it now.
Yeah.
So new champ. I love watching him fight.
Janabek is on a tear in that division.
Right.
I think he has 2 belts of the 4.
Right.
I don't really see any of those guys beating Janabek.
No.
I think Adames poses.
And I like Adames.
Yeah, Adames poses the most resistance.
The biggest threat. Yeah.
He's the biggest threat. He's a tough dude. Could fight southpaw and orthodox. Got power in both hands.
Takes too many shots from me.
Takes too many shots.
But you know.
Right. And yeah, it's like sometimes he doesn't. I feel like he doesn't pick his range the best. Like you don't know if sometimes you want to be close or far.
That's almost like a sixth sense for the guys that's on the top of the mountain. Like just that. That's like the range finder.
The separator.
Like, that's one of those separators.
Can you manage your distance? Man?
Yeah, that's one of those separators, man. But we'll see how the rest of that division goes, man. We'll see how long Adames has the belt.
Yeah, for Janabek, come take that off you, bro.
Yeah, we'll see. So and we're almost done. This is really quick, man. I think unless you got anything else, we can really go right to who you got, bro. That's it. We about an hour. We'll make it under an hour. This is crazy, all right?
Let's get it.
Like it's crazy. All right, man. So we'll go right to who you got, all right?
Who you got? Who you got?
Yeah. Who you got? Who you got? All right, so right now, as far as who you got, man, where we at? We got Kambosos, and Vasily Lomachenko, bro. Man. The ones, what the ESPN had him, the top fighter of the century or something like that.
Yeah.
Some of the best footwork in the century.
Oh, amazing, and super talented.
Super
talented. I feel like Loma,
salute.
If Loma wanted to, he could have stayed at a lower weight and been like undefeated and been the guy that like what if guy. But I think his pride, his hubris made him move up, which I salute. Right, he took the challenges. In any case, you know who I got. I got Vasily Lomachenko.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think he dominates this fight. I've never personally felt that Kambosos is in the upper echelon of the division. I don't think he's in these guys' class.
He's not.
And every time I think when you start to see him fight guys like he fought Devin, he's gonna fight Loma. I think it's going to prove that he doesn't belong. I think he's going to get beat bad.
I think Lomachenko's going to be behind him more times than he's in front of him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Stepping around people crazy.
Angles. He's going to make him look pretty bad. We're going to see a lot of Kambosos with both his hands like this covering up.
Frustrated.
It's going to be one of those type of fights. But again, salute to Kambosos.
For getting these fights and these paydays.
Right. But, that's partially because he's kind of the man, one of the men in Australia. They have a huge boxing community over there. So, but yeah,
anytime I've ever seen Loma fight anyone closely near his size, he beats him pretty easy. Kambosos is a smaller 135 pounder.
Right. Yeah. He just wears big shoes. Big old. What do you got on, dog? Gold Dome still makes shoes.
That's so funny. He just wears big shoes.
Seriously. But no, that's who I have as well. I think this is going to be I'm not going to say a completely easy night for Loma, but I think he easily wins. Like as far as the cards go, I don't think we see a knockout. I don't see a knockout, bro.
I don't see a knockout, but I see domination. I see Loma winning. Like by the end of the fight,
being outboxed.
Yeah, by the end of the fight, by like round 10, you might change it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. All right. Damn. I didn't expect you to say that.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, that's who we got, man. You got anything else you want to talk about?
Man. We'll be back to talk about it.
Absolutely. We have fun. We appreciate y'all. Salute to the newcomers to the channel. Salute to the new subscribers. Y'all subscribe on YouTube, man. Show us some love. We're trying to grow this platform.
Like, comment, subscribe.
And subscribe.
Share.
Right? Send
it to your homie.
Please. If you're a boxing fan out there, because this community, we was talking about this earlier, this is a very niche community, and we're just really big fans. We're people that love this sport, and we think we have cool things to say about it, obviously. And a perspective, so show support, man. Show support, absolutely, with the voice of the people, man. So show that love. We got love for y'all. Salute. That's all I got.
That's it, bro. I'm out.
We out. Peace. Follow the Pool Counter Podcast on IG and YouTube at the Pool Counter Pod and at Pool Counter Pod on Twitter. Available where you get your podcast. Show your host some love at WendyAntoine5 and email the show at thepoolcounterboxingpod@gmail.com. Appreciate you tuning in and supporting the movement. And remember, leave 5 stars, share the love. Peace.